but you don't mean to do what you've done, but you've always done what you've done because that's got you to where you are. From the day you're born to the day you die, you're all being programmed. You've been programmed by the way mummy's mum, daddy's dad, by the schools you go to, and by the people you hang around, and by jail, going to jail, you've got to implement patterns of behaviour, ways to communicate. You set boundaries in life and it works for you, becomes who you are. Then you come in here, we draw a line in the sand, and we've got to rewire your whole brain, rewire your whole heart, clean it all up, clean your hard drive up, help you to communicate and express how you feel and deal with life stuff without sticking the pick arm, smoke the pipe, pop the pill. And before, where you were, as you stick the pick arm, smoke the pipe, pop the pill, it covered all your stuff. These circles here, this is the dark, this is your brain. So this is, where's my blue? Your brain should be wired like that, but not so bluish. All of these should be wired. But if they're blue, they're, which is bad. But none of them's wired. We were born, is a newborn baby bad? Is a newborn baby a bank robber? Does he jig with everything on two legs? How do you know? Brand new baby. It's clay in the hands of the potter. So let's hold this baby up. Do we chuck it to the blue or do we chuck it to the green? Well, a lot of us have been chucked to the blue. A lot of us have got a bit of blue and a bit of green. And there's a bit of green in there as well. Depends on your parenting and how you run up. But when you use drugs and you stick that first pick in your arm and you pop the pipe or you pop the pill, and we're doing this for the sake of you mob in the front row. Again, if this little red dot, this red dot here in the centre there, if that's positive signal and these little notches on the outside are negatives, a baby's brain is born like that. It has that dot in the centre, it has those dots on the outside. Now it's up to us as parents to wire that brain properly, to make sure the heart is clean and the brain is clean. If we want it to be green, we got to wire it green. If we want it to be blue, we can wire it to be blue. Behold it before you life or death, good choices or bad choices. Now, a lot of them will be wired like this one here. And then they get to 13 or 14 and they stick the pick in their arm and they smoke the pipe, they pop the pill. They've gone from the A to the B, into the C and the D, and then once they're in the C and the D, quickest way to fix a problem is to stick a pick in your arm, smoke a pipe, pop a pill. You pour water in there because all of these wires are unhooking slowly. And you don't want them to unhook because all the green's gone now and all the blue's there. And you don't want them to unwire. And you get up in the morning, you just can't function without a shot or without a drink. And so you pour the water in there. But the problem is water, it's not a wire. And the water, it mixes all the signals up. You function, but you know you're not who you should be. You know you're not green. You want to be green, but you need the water to make yourself feel normal. You don't want to be blue, so you just get in the middle here and just don't go there. You're here, but every day you've got to top up. When problems come your way, stick a pick in your arm, smoke a pipe, pop a pill. Problems come your way, stick a pick in your arm, smoke a pipe, pop a pill. You've got to keep the water up. Once the water drains up and you sleep from an E back to a C and a D, 1 day, sleep 2 days, 3 days, 4. Mum, I just got to drop the phone off the road. Run, quick, top my water up. Does that make sense? Yep. But if we drain the water out, like we've got, how many people here in the last week? Put your hand up. You're detoxing. It's been hard detoxing, isn't it? You're in a safe environment. You don't have to make choices. You're not confronted by life decisions and all this other stuff. You're detoxing. We're draining the water out. And now, over the course of the program, we've got to rewire your brain. We've got to help you to rewire your brain. It can start, you call it your conscience. It's not okay to swear. There's one young lady who's been fish chips and salting over the weekend. And I reckon in another week, you won't hear a fish chips and salt out of her. But when someone fish chips and salts around her, all of a sudden her conscience is going to be sensitive. Thinking, wow, that's not okay. I never thought that could have an effect on me. Who had that with themselves? So bit by bit you're starting to get wired. You start getting convicted when you speak to someone disrespectfully. Yeah, this voice, you shouldn't have spoken like that. And I stuff them, they deserved it. Well, you shouldn't have spoken like that. Go back, humble yourself, bring the truth in love. That's what we're trying to teach her. And when it starts becoming normal, it becomes your standard normal. As you start getting convicted of all the things that you've done in your past, the stuff that's in your heart, and as you start dealing with it, bit by bit, you're starting to rewire your brain. You don't want chemicals in there. You want to rewire it where it has no chemicals. The green, this green has no chemicals. This is a geek's life. This is a bad person's life. It's all fragmented and it's screwed, and it's like, this is plugging yourself into the source of good light. This is plugging yourself into the source of dark. You've got to rewire your brain.